This Anthony Edwards build is explosive in NBA 2K26. When it comes to isolation, nobody can stay in front of this build because it's so explosive off the dribble and it can get to the rim and finish with the best of them. On defense, we're able to pressure ball handlers and get bumpy on the perimeter to stop it from going left and right and force shot clock violations and give us the ball back on offense. We can easily get ourselves open jump shots off the dribble or shoot over top of defenders. And it's a given that we catching body bags. This shooting guard build is so versatile. We can create open looks for ourselves from three and knock it down. We can get on that rim, and we can even play in between and knock down the mid-range when we need to. What is good, YouTube? It's your boy DonnyB, and we back with another video, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with my Anthony Edwards build. This is my rebirth build, my first rebirth build of NBA 2K26. I just got my Giannis build to 99, and I'll be dropping that 99 overall video pretty soon. But this is my first rebirth build of this game. Me personally, I'm a shooting guard guy, bro. I grew up with Kobe, D. Wade, Manu Ginobili, Ray Allen, Allen Iverson, Brandon Roy. I grew up with shooting guards, and that's always been my favorite position in basketball. And I think Anthony Edwards is well on his way to becoming that next great shooting guard. We've had James Harden since then. He's been the next guy after that Kobe and D. Wade era. James Harden was, but now I think it's Anthony Edwards' turn. I've been going absolutely insane on this build, man. We played 3 straight rec games, and I had 30 plus in all of those rec games. Shot good from the field. I don't know how anyone's missing jump shots on this game, especially with a high 3. Like, it's insane. But today I'm gonna show you guys how to make this build, this exact build, and hopefully you guys see how dangerous this build is. But before we get into the video today, don't forget to drop a like and drop a sub if you're new to the channel, man. We're in that grind of 10,000 subs. Now let's get into the video. All right, guys, so first things first, and right hand, doesn't matter the jersey, whatever the case is. We're gonna do shooting guard, 6'4", Ant is 6'4". You could do 220 if you want to go strength. I did 202 because I wanted to prioritize speed. Ant is very fast with the ball. He blows by a lot of his defenders and gets to the rim. We're gonna do a max wingspan because I want to be in those lanes and get steals. So we're gonna do 202, 6'4", 6'10" wingspan. First thing we're gonna do is put the shot close up to 80. We're gonna do an 80 shot close. And if you can timing layups is gonna be really good on this build. We're gonna do an 87 layup. With cap breakers, you can make it a little bit higher. And I'm gonna talk about what we're gonna do with cap, build specialization, and everything at the end of this build. For our dunk, we're gonna do, you guys know, Ant loves to get on that rim. He loves to dunk the ball. So we're gonna do 93 dunk. For standing dunk, we're gonna do 38. Post control, we're gonna do 35. Then for our mid-range, we're gonna do an 84 mid-range, and we're gonna do an 85 3 ball. Ant just came off his best shooting season from the 3-point line. We're gonna do an 85 3 ball. I think his mid-range game has a little bit more to be desired, and he's still young, so he's developing and everything like that. So I'd put the edge on his 3 ball higher than his mid-range right now. For our free throw, we're gonna do an 80 free throw, and then for pass act, we're gonna do 70 pass act. You could also use your cap breakers for pass act. We're gonna do an 85 ball handle and an 87 speed with ball. Now this 87 speed with ball is very key because we get gold lightning launch here. For our interior defense, we're gonna do 45 interior defense, and for our perimeter D, Ant can defend. If the league wasn't so heavy with defensive players, I think guys like Tatum, Anthony Edwards, Jaylen Brown, Shea, a lot of the other guys that can play defense but also are just as good on the offensive side of the ball, I think they would get a lot more love for all defensive teams. So let's do 85 perimeter, and we're gonna do 85 steal as well, and that gives us that gold interceptor so we can be in the passing lanes and get some steals. And for our block, Ant is a very good shot blocker for his size and for his position. So we're gonna do 62 block. This is good enough if we're playing the ones or if we're playing on guards, we can get good animations, and I can even show you some clips of me in the ones court getting good animations and good blocks on a lot of guards just because I have enough steal to get those. I have enough block to get those animations. So we're gonna do a 62 block. Then we're gonna do I wish I could do more rebounding because Ant can rebound, but I can only do as much as the builder's gonna let me do. So we're gonna do 27 offensive rebound. We're gonna do 45 defensive rebound. For our speed, we're gonna do 88 speed, 84 agility. For our strength, we're gonna do 67 strength and an 82 vert. This 67 strength gives us physical finisher on silver. So we get silver physical finisher, which we could max +1 or max +2 if we wanted to do that. You guys see, we have gold posterizer. Now, the cap breaker. The first thing you can do with the cap breaker is put it on this drive and dunk, and once we get to 96, you can put 3 on drive and dunk, and you can put 2 on vert if you wanted to get Hall of Fame. If you wanted to get the Hall of Fame posterizer. But what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna keep it at gold, and I use the max +2 to put it on legend. You can also use a certain amount of cap breakers on the drive and layup if you wanted to, and get the layup higher so you can finish through contact. If you wanted to do +2 on the 3 ball to get it to an 87, that would give you silver shifty shooter, which you can then max +1 or max +2. And then you also have to decide what you're gonna do with your build specialization. I haven't decided whether I'm going to do finishing or shooting on this build for build specialization yet. If you do +6 on the perimeter, then you can get gold on ball menace, which defense is I'm not gonna lie, with an 85 perimeter defense, going from my Giannis build to this build playing perimeter defense, I get a lot of bumps. I'm getting bumpy on the perimeter. So I can vouch for an 85 perimeter defense and an 85 steal. And I'll show you guys in the Ant gameplay video that I'm gonna drop soon how bumpy I get on defense. So I would definitely say this 85 perimeter D, if you want to put that up to 92, you can, but you are still good if you're facing smaller guards. Not even just smaller guards. If you're facing some 6'6s or whatever the case is, you can stop people in their tracks getting bumpy on the perimeter. This steal, you got gold interceptor, so you're gonna get a lot of steals in the lanes. And glove, I'm not even worried about glove because you don't really get many steal animations from just ripping somebody. I think Mike Wang has kind of said like they've taken that out of the game, so you don't really get those. So glove isn't as effective by stripping people on ball. And then you got your speed. Obviously, you're super fast with and without the ball. You got your gold lightning launch, which you could max +1 to Hall of Fame or max +2 to legend. You can use your cap breakers on pass hack to get the pass hack up. So I just have to look at it some more. I'm not gonna lie. I played 3 games. I played 3 rec games. I finished with 30, 38, and 42. All of these 3 rec games were in a row. This build can shoot, this build is very fast, and this build can finish around the rim. Insane. So I'm really excited to see what I can do with cap breakers and to play with a little bit more and get a little bit more comfortable on the build. And I'm still working out SIGs. I got the SIGs that I like right now, but I'm still working on them. And if you finish this build, you get a blow-by dual finisher. Shades of Kobe Bryant, Jimmy Butler, and Isaiah Ryder. A poster waiting to happen. That is Ant to a T. Deadly in open floor situations. That's Anthony Edwards. Converts layups at a high rate. That's Ant. Ant lives around the basket. And high-speed playmaker with control. He's worked a lot on his playmaking, and I think that's his biggest leap. That's his next leap that he'll take. But you can't tell me. Look at his top attributes: drive and dunk, speed, and lay. All right, guys, I'm super excited for you guys to see the gameplay when I drop the gameplay for this build. And this build has been so much fun. I hope you guys build it and you have fun. And comment down below, let me know what you guys think about the build. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to drop a like and drop a sub if you're new to the channel, man. We're on that grind to 10,000 subs. And I'll see you guys next video.